visit again.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Do as I say.
What do you get when you mix water and RK? Of course.
The space-time fabric of the void is Hello, Descendant. I've been waiting for you. That must be the algorithm Eckert modified. I'll apply it right now. When the algorithm activates, you'll be able to detect data that was previously obscured by the high levels of void energy. It'll provide an opportunity to retrieve data that would otherwise be missed due to... The first data to collect is the RK wavelength. This is a chance for us to see events that took place, people we've lost.
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
please respond.
Oh! This is James! I'm hurt but still alive!
I'm alive.
Everybody, give me an injury report.
Apart from a broken arm.
James is in a critical condition. He has multiple fractures and he might be bleeding internally.
Alright. Let's take care of James first. Everybody gather around James.
He's ready. Just hold tight.
Look at that. James is wound is healed already.
The extremely high concentration must be why we can see him regenerating. James, tell me if you feel any discomfort.
I feel a little nauseous and strange. Some of the muscles are moving by themselves. Very easy to go away, though. Marie, give me a dose of paracetamol. Maybe my arm starts to calm down.
Alright, I can also feel your broken ribs stepping into your lungs. I'm gonna give you an even smaller dose than James. Here, let me see your shoulder.
I'm glad we got to this one. Please look after this, Marie.
Eddie, that's not fun. You know how worried I am.
Just want to help you relax, Lindsay. Not for you, we wouldn't have known what to do with ourselves.
That's right. And what's important is that we have one last wounded. You can relax, Captain.
on our way here. What's happening to James could be because of void energy. So calm down and get moving.
Aisha, are you saying we should give up on James? We have to find a way to help him.
Anyway, we must survive in order to save James. Don't look back, just run.
No, that's not James. That monster can't be James.
You're right. That must be a monster just impersonating James. That monster can't be James. Can it?
Marie, Edwin, pull yourselves together. We have to remain calm.
How can you stay calm in a situation like this? Captain, you saw it too. You saw what James turned into. The same could happen to us. Can you promise us nothing will happen? How the hell are we going to survive the void? I don't want to die. I want to die. I want to live.
Captain, I feel weird. Captain, hurry, help me. My body. It doesn't feel right.
Eddie, what's wrong? No! Eddie, get a hold of yourself, please.
I feel so cold. Cold. I can't stand it.
Marie,
I hate the world. I hate it so much. I want to kill everyone. Everyone. I want everyone to feel how cold I am and my pain.
Look at me. Oh, my body. I'm a wreck. Why is our captain okay? Captain, you didn't take the serum. Captain, you're amazing. You survived even in a situation like this. How does it feel to watch us all die?
Captain, why do you look so sad? Are you happy to survive out of all of us? It feels good, doesn't it? To watch us become monsters.
No, that's not true. Please, don't do this to me. This is Aisha Vanessa. It's been 7 days since I set out on my own. As for the whereabouts, to be honest, I don't know. I only hear occasional screams. I've encountered the Vulgus. There was a firefight, but I had to retreat because I was outnumbered. While retreating, the floor collapsed, and I fell. Where I am now. I don't know if I can escape. Ajax was here. Ajax would have found a safe way back. I should have sent their comm signal. Sorry for putting you in danger. I know Ajax is probably blaming himself. I can't let my emotions get the better of me. Right now, escaping the ship will allow me the highest chance of survival. James's arm pierced the hull of the ship. I can try to escape through the hole. The screaming seems to have stopped. I better get moving. Wait. Where's my handgun? Did I drop it? No. Ajax engraved a rose on it for my birthday. Damn it.
Great job, Descendant. We're analyzing the records you uploaded to your receive channel. The results should be available soon, so you'll be able to head out right away. Right on time. We've just completed analysis. The results aren't bad, but they aren't great either. Starting with the results of the detailed analysis, it's been confirmed that all of these records were modified with a specific decryption system developed by Albion headquarters, all with different IDs too. Which means, as we suspected, Aisha's squad did make it to VV-072.
The problem is the next part. We've analyzed the records we believed have been left by Aisha's squad. I just can't make sense of them.
It's like Keelan said. The more I examine the records, the creepier it gets, the harder it is to understand. It's like a diary of someone suffering from nightmares. It's that erratic. I'm going to request that Data Intelligence do secondary analysis on it. A more detailed analysis might reveal repetitions, or anything that could help us understand what happened. This doesn't seem to be just about Aisha, but about her entire squad. So I hope we can find some clues.
We'll take care of this. You get to HQ and brief them. Before you do, you can upload this data to Ajax's receive channel. I bet he's been waiting for it.
Wow, Keelan! You finally learned some social skills. I'm lost for words. You're going to respond to my messages right away from now on, right?
I've always answered you immediately. With silence.
I tried to hide that I've been waiting for this, but I guess I failed. Thank you for looking out for me.
I didn't do it for your gratitude. And I'd appreciate if next time you don't bring your personal issues into an operation.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You were doing so well. Just say something nice.
What is it now? Descendant, I have compiled information on the test subjects and Oblivions who have been Not everyone who was trapped in the RK receptors are Descendant level. I was worried that the Vulgus could mass-produce Oblivions. But it seemed the problem is that for the people who were trapped in the receptors and the Descendants, the medical corps are doing everything they can. But all we can do is identify who these patients were. I'm very worried about Glay. I'm not even sure we can capture Daya alive. The data we have shows that Daya... She's so powerful that it may be best if you avoid engaging. Glay will be very disheartened if she finds out. Wait. Tactical Transport 7. Transport 7, please respond. Oh no. Descendant.
I'm sorry, but I already knew that it would be difficult to repair Daya's DNA. But surely you must have also realized that I have no intention of giving up.
Captain! Wait!
Were the commander's explanations confusing? Descendant, I apologize for rushing you here like this. While conducting the secondary analysis, the Vulgus weren't just after information about the Iron. It was what you and Keelan discovered during your first foray. The data that could reveal the location of the Ironhearts should be reason enough to go to VV-07. The Ironhearts and the R&D on an unidentified life. Now that we know for certain that VV-072 is not a Vulgus ship, the problem is that we have been unable to figure out why the ancestors left Ingress after quantum encryption. It feels like I'm sinking deeper into the void abyss myself the more I investigate this. For now, Command will work with the Magisters to hypothesize the...
Descendant, I believe I have a way to unravel this mystery. Like HQ, I also believe that VV-072 is... Many of the technological marvels created by the ancestors are... Therefore, it should be possible to use my code to access the ship's internal operating systems. And I know Eckert has developed an algorithm that minimizes interference from void energy. This is a new form of analytical code. Uploading this code to the ship's system, the ancestors' data is likely to be quantum encrypted. If I had any records relating to the ship, I could have hastened the process. I am perplexed by this, but it is not too late.
Jin, are you going to try and stop me again? You know it's no use. I'm not giving up on Daya. No matter how futile it seems, I'm going after her.
I know! That's why I need you to listen. Transport 7 is a new model with an autopilot capability. When we rescued Serena, HQ set its landing site to Kingston. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you fly this thing out, they'll stop you. I'll show you where the autoplanes are, the ones that don't have autopilot. Captain Harris wanted me to tell you that she's sorry. And I'm sorry too. I won't give up this time, no matter what happens. I'll find a way to restore Daya and the other Oblivions. And I'm not just saying that. There's something I discovered while analyzing the members of my squad who were transformed into Vulgus. If it works, we can completely separate Vulgus cells from human DNA. I'll send the details to you as well, Captain, just in case.
The Red Arms. They've been guiding us all the way. I'll be back, Jin. Until the very end.
Yes, ma'am. Until the very end.
Descendant, we just lost an Asive signal that we think belongs to Glade. It looks as if she's attempting an unauthorized sortie. Nearby troops, please hurry to the location.
Ah! Is it Preston this way?
Serena, Glade should be headed your way. Please stop her. Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
Descendant, VV-072 was a scientific research vessel constructed by the Ancestors. The ship was named the Bastion of Eternity. I do not know how this ship ended up adrift in the Void Abyss, but we can only assume that the Ancestors possessed interstellar navigation technology. There was something else that required urgent analysis. The core objective of the Ancestors' research on the Bastion of Eternity. This was presumably a way to create the Colossi. The fellow you and Keelan found was not the end goal of the... According to the research data you have secured, the Ancestors were developing a technology that uses... If, for some reason, all Ancestors were transformed, this research could also be the reason why you... The technology to construct Colossi. What could be more tempting to the Vulgus? I have yet to discover any evidence that the Ancestors' research was successful. So, Descendant, please report these discoveries to HQ. They require...
Were the commander's explanations confused? I have examined the conversation with the guide that you uploaded to the command. I find this difficult to accept. Inez extracted this voice file after filtering out the...
Ajax! Ajax!
We analyzed the wavelength of the voice and found that it matched the sounds emitted by the Colossi. We are even more confused now that we have heard the guide's hypothesis. Instead, we're increasing our efforts to find... For now, the report and data will be placed on the agenda for an... I will contact you when the meeting is concluded.
Do you have a minute?
What's going on? I've read and reread the records from the Bastion of Eternity, but what I read was so unbelievable. I wondered if my prolonged exposure to the energy of the Void Abyss was causing me to hallucinate. I've had experiences in the Void Abyss so vivid that I couldn't tell what... But we have no conclusive evidence that Aisha and her squad are dead. And even if something happened to her squad, I believe Aisha is still alive at least. And I'll never give up on rescuing her. I'll find... I know it took a lot of hard work and dedication on your part to acquire... I may not be able to leave right away, but once we've found all of the Iron Hearts, I will never give up hope. But until the right... Thank you, Descendant.
Descendant, well done. Since the operation is finished, can we talk for a second? Great, you're here. I just wanted to let you know that when we began this operation, I thought we probably needed to maybe be a little more careful than normal. Without your help, we would have never got I really wish I could have been there. It's a real shame. We could really use someone as capable as you. I'll treat you really...
If I were you, I'd think about the offer.
Keelan, it's times like these that we need to recruit a competent Descendant. We're already short-staffed. We won't have another opportunity like this for a long time.
She's been like this ever since she completed her Hound training. She tries to recruit anyone who looks promising to make up for our lack of troops.
Who was it that came up to you when you were brooding in a corner? Everyone I've recruited is doing just fine, right?
Yeah, that's why I said I like them. They don't get in the way, and they can hold their own.
Then shouldn't you put more effort into trying to recruit them?
I'll think about it.
Ugh, always with the attitude. Anyway, good job, Descendant.
Yeah, good work. See you later.
Oh. What happened with Glay? Did you detain her?
I did not. In truth, I had no desire to stop her.
Huh?
They say that when a parent loses their child, time stops for them. It appears I was not the only one here who was frozen in time. We are finally able to move through time again, Glay and I. None shall prevent our path. But if you have the means to prevent it, why not instead arm me to aid it? With this...
What do you mean?
You all know that I broke free from Receptor under my own will. As I am still alive, if we can harness this possible advantage, restoring the Oblivions may not be the... To do so, I must be able to use my RK again.
But... that...
Request granted, Serena. Ordnance, check the equipment records for the early generation Descendants. There should be something in there about the weapon that Serena used. I'll ask Anais to activate the Prime Hands. Serena's RK will need to be adjusted to link with modern technology.
Alpha...
Nell, this entire operation was initiated based on little more than the trust I put in your theory. I think we can put rational judgment aside. Serena, acclimatize yourself to our modern world as quickly as you can, and pursue Glay. If we're going to reclaim Sigma Sector, we won't be able to avoid engaging the Oblivions.
Leave it with me, sir.
Understood. All units, prepare for deployment.
HQ, I feel confident. I am confident. However, how does one fly this tactical transport? This contraption still confuses. Is this what I press for takeoff?
That was the emergency ejection button, ma'am.
Don't worry, Serena. Another Descendant will pilot the transport.
I'd take you there myself if I could. Good luck to you all.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
A specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operations zone. Blasted out of the sky.
Have you completed preparations?
What? What do you get when you mix water and ice?
Do as I...
What do you get when you mix water and ice? What do you get when you mix water and ice?
The Vulgus can't see me.
I will eliminate. Prepare to meet your fate. Victory belongs. Prepare to meet your end. Intruder.
that you've completed your operation. Return to Albion. I need to check the data myself.
If there's something you need, let's see. Yes. As I... not at all. It seems that your enhanced RK... Do you understand what this means? As you've enhanced your RK, this was only possible through the development of your fundam. Do you remember the crux of my theory? This graph shows the increase in the power and out. A body prosthetic is essentially a machine. Your body prosthetic is outperforming its original specifications because your hard work, your RK, which has been... You should keep working toward making your RK even...
The absurdity of this. How Anais... She acts as if the results of a single case study. Teaming up with me is the surest way to achieve. The results Anais has are far removed from what would happen in actual missions of yours. To think that she'd argue these results are not a true reflection of what you would experience in a practical setting. Battles have many variables. You never know what will happen or when it will. The majority of your missions are to eliminate elite Vulgus who pose a threat. You are the perfect assassin. Crafted to... Remember, the only let us run the mock battle simulation that you kept failing against the Vulgus assassin.
You act like I have a
Huh.
Number 17. Prepare a mock battle so I can test my performance limits. The target will be the Vulgus assassination unit.
I've already requested that Sienna simulate a mock battle environment for you. Head over to Sienna once you're ready.
Welcome, Descendant.
Simulation data set. Good luck, number 0.
This time I'll win, no matter what. Felt like my enhanced arcade definitely allowed me to use my strength to the fullest. It's clear that growing my arcade makes me stronger.
Your results were excellent, but you also demonstrated some flaws. As you've become stronger, you also need to upgrade your body prosthetic. Only then will you be complete. Teaming up with me is the surest way. These results were unexpected. I felt aggravated that Inez's theory was right, and excited. An arcade drive body prosthetic that uses arcade as its power source. I agree with the results that your enhanced arcade increased the efficiency of your... Should you not strive to become a stronger Sharon? You are a descendant with a full body, compared to descendants who build their arcade abilities by pushing their... I want to build you a high-performance body prosthetic. Your body prosthetic is the reason you can still be the commander of Colon.
Xanax isn't wrong. Even if my arcade keeps improving, if my body prosthetic can't keep up, it'll be useless. I'm sure he has his own motives for upgrading me, but... I am a machine. I don't know if I have the right to say no.
Number 0, I apologize for the urgency of this call. I have something to report. Can you spare a moment?
I was thinking of looking into repairs, but... Understood. I'll be right there.
Oh, a special human child. What do you need?
Please be as brief as possible. It feels like something's troubling you, number 0.
Excuse me?
I've worked with you for a long time. I can tell how you're feeling through changes in the tone of your voice and the look on your face. You look the same now as you did when you were handling the Room 0 incident.
What are you getting at?
In the aftermath of the Room 0 incident, you were dealing with confusion, shock, and sadness. You were tormented by problems you couldn't solve. But you told yourself you could not allow your emotions to get the better of you, and you remained Commander Number Zero. Because if you faltered, all of Colon would falter. I realize that your recent interactions with Counselor Kusenix have unsettled you. However, you are the commander of Colon Number Zero. I hope you don't pay attention to the whispers of outsiders. To me, you are not a machine, nor a descendant. You are my superior officer and the commander of Colon. Your strength doesn't come from your body prosthetic or your arche. Body prosthetics and arche are only tools. That is who you are, Number Zero. Please, do not hesitate any longer. I will act as your adjutant if it will help with this. I apologize if my behavior is cross.
I'm not...
I'm sure you couldn't help it. It's extremely rare for a counselor to get directly involved. Now for the report. We have received intel on data hidden inside the Vulgus. I believe we need to urgently investigate and gather more information.
All right. Time for some actual fieldwork. We need to track down all of the important data and see if there is a connection to...
We've previously confirmed that there are several data processing facilities in the Vulgus classified area in the sterile land. I'll check if there are any ambushes planned and if we're able to collect those documents.
Good. Report back to me immediately if anything occurs.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your arcade, then hit the detonation device.
position. Well done, Descendant.
Daya! Mom's here! Please, please wake up from this!
Daya, Elias, Master Corell's descendant. I will do his bidding. I will serve Kliphoth.
Daya!
Oh no. A huge mass of RK signatures are converging on a single location. The Oblivion troops are gathering.
Our strategy is working, but if we help Glay now, it'll collapse. Damn it.
I will go. Nay, I must go.
If we combine Serena's RK and my treatment, we can save anyone. Daya or any of the Oblivions. I found a way.
The Vulgus can't see.
Descendant, I have completed analysis of Serena's RK. Serena's RK has radiation-like properties that allows it to penetrate matter. But it doesn't affect... This is why Serena was able to neutralize the Vulgus brainwashing device, and her body was able to eliminate...
My treatment uses spiral catalysts to separate fused human DNA from Vulgus cell. Spiral catalysts are used to enhance the RK of Descendants, but they can also be used for more generic gene therapy. The main issue we found was Vulgus cell mutations that occurred during the separation process.
Spiral catalysts. DNA.
Think of it this way. Your abilities and my treatment combined can... But we only have one chance, because this is the last of the spiral catalyst made from the DNA.
Descendant, we also need your help. Please. Give humanity hope, Descendant.
Troop drop-off is complete. Transport is en route to standby position. Multiple Vulgus signals detected on the ground. Stay sharp.
Once our enemies secure their front lines, they will be nigh impossible to break. The crusade 100 years ago is evidence enough of this. We must disperse our foes before they attack us.
High-density RK energy signal detected. Approaching at high speed. The Oblivion Commander. We think it's Daya. Serena, what happened?
Hit me with a giant weapon. I'm fine. My catalyst was damaged. Curse it!
Abort operation. All units retreat to the transport. Don't give up. I still have my spiral catalyst. Blade!
Cover. Daya always was strong. As a child.
To live. That is a blessing. It's no final chance. My RK has been weakened by these attacks.
That can't be helped. Descendant, take charge of the battle in place of Serena and Glade. When Daya has been subdued, you two have to administer the treatment. Until that time, you have to keep going.
Roger that.
Let it be so, HQ. Glade, prepare yourself. When Daya falls, that shall be your opportunity. Daya. Just a little longer.
Daya.
I've ejected the spiral catalyst.
Hold her with all of your strength. I shall begin.
Be careful. Her heart rate is dropping. The cells are dying off too quickly. Stay with me. We're so close. It's okay. Mom is here.
Are we really going to initiate this? Initiate. This war was initiated long ago.
success of this operation will lead... You've all done an incredible job. I've received reports on the operation from every front. The Vulgus forces are in disarray. With one final push, reclaiming Sigma Sector will be well within our... The most heartening news is that we have successfully rescued Glay's daughter, Dia Elias. Dia is currently receiving intensive treatment in a Medical Corps medical pod. She hasn't... As your commander, I'm truly delighted to see such results in the midst of this. However, we can't relax just yet. We have identified a huge receptor which is visible on the sector's horizon. If a Vulgus descendant emerged from a human-sized receptor. In order to investigate this, we have no choice but to venture further into Sigma Sector. The void depth increases as we move deeper into the sector. However, if we continue to investigate Sigma Sector, bringing peace to Ingress was beyond even the ancestors. Once the operation for further investigation has been confirmed, I'll announce it through Hound.
Who wants to go see Dia?
Are you a friend of Dia's? She's still in a critical condition, you know?
But Dia is my friend!
Oh, right. I'm surprised you're a friend of hers. But no means no. Family only. No other visitors.
We're all part of one big family called humankind, Eugen.
Come on, what's wrong with everyone? I said no visitors.
It's okay, Jin. Let them in. Dia would want to see them.
Talk to me. Serena, thank you for taking care of Dia. I'm truly grateful.
The nursing of a slumbering friend is familiar to me. My memories return to me in flashes. I once nursed Rayleigh in this way, as he lay, wounded.
Rayleigh? I can't believe that the hero who was the first person to intercept a Colossus was your friend.
Yes. He holds many firsts. The first to intercept a Colossus. The first to claim my heart.
Serena.
My desire to see Rayleigh again is strong. But at this moment, I most long to see Dia awaken. And if it persists in her memory, I desire to know what happened to us. There were early descendants in Sigma Sector, sealed away like myself. This is proof that Corell's plan proceeded unimpeded for 100 years. It appears Oblivions were central to the plans of Corell. If that is so, Dia and I may have retained some of what he ordered.
I'm certain we can do this. After all, we've regained the time we've lost. Both you and I.
My desire to see her awake is not solely so I may question her. When Dia wakes, shall I be introduced as a friend? I have no others with whom to feel close.
Of course you will. Serena, I know Dia will like you. Just as much as I do.
Thank you, Glay. I await your return to us, Dia.
Come on in. You heard from Alpha, right? About the operation to investigate more of Sigma Sector. I've just received our orders. It looks like we've got to get recon forces deeper into Sigma Sector. The mission details have been delegated to Hound. Alpha's really let us off the leash this time. We've got full support.
Let's cut to the chase. As you've worked with us before, I specifically requested you as combat personnel for maximum operational efficiency.
Translation, he liked you so much, he wanted to do another operation with you. What's with you two anyway? I'm jealous.
Inez.
I was just trying to get everyone to relax. We don't need to be quite so tense, do we?
Alpha has given authority to the Hounds. That's more than enough explanation and reason for any tension.
Did you understand that? To translate, he means this is going to be a totally different kind of operation. Who are we? We're specialists who search the void. Hound is always assigned to the difficult places. Our end goal is to find the best route to that huge receptor on the horizon. No amount of anti-void shield will be enough for us to send a transport there. We need to find a route through an environment with a lower void depth reading. We'll need to be able to operate deeper within the sector, even in areas with raging void storms.
Sometimes the storms collide with each other and open the way. It's the same in the Void Abyss.
While we're at it, we can also rescue more of the people trapped in the receptors. Operation Sigma Sector is just getting started. So, let's get ready to move out. I'll meet you at the transporter. It's time for the Hounds.
I don't know which one's the actual RK fellow anymore.